Watch your head.
Boys. There are a few.
I don't want to sit there because that's like that table.
You can get one if you want to. I have a couple issues to deal with here, Liz. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live volleyball coming your way. The consolation match between Team Pineapple and the Phoenix Ascension. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks for joining us live on the VLA YouTube channel. Gonna get the starting lineups announced in just a moment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Consolation match of the VLA Kickoff Classic. The second to last
Ladies and gentlemen, more live volleyball coming your way. Team Pineapple in black on the near side, the Phoenix Ascension in purple on the far side, and starting it off, number 1, the legendary Olympian Loy Ball. Putting in the jump serve, right on the net. Zanzuki to Doherty in the middle is Doug. Dyer ball with the set to the outside. Gislin over the top of the hands, and he missed the block touch. Lots to get to, lots to talk about in this one. Most notably, the family connection on the Team Pineapple side. Loy Ball setting his son, 18-year-old Dyer Ball, the left-handed opposite, number 23 in black. Only 18 years of age, about to start his collegiate career at Ball State University. I know it's a proud moment for Loy having his son on the floor with him on the Team Pineapple side. Zanzuki, the Phoenix captain, starts it off with a jump serve and hammered out of the middle by Kevin Owens on the 31. Beautiful delivery by Ball, of course. Tied up at 1 early on, Chris Gislin, another IPFW former All-American. Brian Lewis on the left side, high off the hands of Owens and out of play. Kevin Owens, number 9 in black, going to get a lot of action in this match. 6'9" middle blocker out of Ball State as well. Two serving one, number 5 in purple, Sam Haggard with the serve. One-handed set from Ball, and right on the sideline, cross body by Owens again. Ball getting the middle involved early and often. Both kills so far for Team Pineapple belonging to Kevin Owens, and he'll give him the float serve here. Another middle set, this time from Zanzuki to Doherty, and a little bit too low. Number 9 in purple misses it short into the net, and Team Pineapple takes an early lead. Both teams still with a lot to play for here, not competing for the gold. As that serve clips the tape handled by, Kawiakamoa down the line off the block touch of Dyer Ball and out of play. Bronze medal here, and more importantly, a win to tie these teams over to the next VLA season is going to go a long way. Tied up at 3, middle blocker, number 9, Connor Doherty. Put in the float serve, see where he goes. Going to be at Gislin. Hits down low for the hand pass. Another one-handed set from Ball, this time to Matt Walsh, and he tips it down for the kill. Dyer Ball to serve, capable of a good left-handed jump spinner. That's what he's going to do. Down the line, working on Kawiakamoa. Zanzuki to Olsen, crossbody, dug by Ball, set by Ball, Gislin out of the back row! Through a seam, and he terminates, and that's the Team Pineapple that we're used to seeing. What defense by number 23, Dyer Ball. That is a classic Team Pineapple play. And the 18-year-old hanging in there, playing some defense and right back after his serve. Olsen again, good block touch from Ball, covered easily on the Ascension side. Lewis on the right side, down the line. What a dig by Dryden. Dyer out of the back row is rejected by Olsen. Look at Sean Dryden, number 2 in green, flying all over the floor with a one-handed diving stab. But the block by number 14 in Olsen, 14 in purple, excuse me, Mark Olsen, just too good. Brian Lewis going with the jump spinner here. Haven't seen him do that yet this weekend, but at this point in the tournament, why not? Another Team Pineapple family connection, number 22 in black here, Evan Giebert, the son of Lauren, coach on the sidelines. With the jump serve, and that time Olsen registers the kill into the block of Gislin and Walsh and out of play. Joe Kawiakamoa, who I've talked about so much this weekend, serving here for Phoenix, going with the jump serve. Nice push by Ball to the outside, tipped over by Gislin, it falls. A little miscommunication there on the Phoenix side. Who's going to pick that one up defensively? Big Matt Walsh, 6'11", number 24 in black with a really good jump serve. Perfect pass that time. And terminated by Olsen out of the middle. Nice delivery from Zanzuki. Gislin on the 32 completely fools the block and hammers it cross court. Look at the creative offense facilitated by Loy Ball. Him and his team Pineapple in his own building lead by 2, 8-6. Ball's had a good serving weekend so far when he's been playing. Nice one working on Kawayakamoa. Pass well off the net. This will be Lewis out of the back row. Sends over a free ball. Ball to Owens out of the middle. What a play by Suarez on the dig. But right on the net, and Dyer Ball on the follow-through commits a net violation. Swinging at the overpass. Seven serving 8. The Ascension trail by 1. Their captain setting this match, Vince Zanzuki. Pretty good pass from Gislin. Beautiful push to the outside. Ball to ball, and Dyer over the top. Just misses the fingertips out of bounds. Zanzuki again. Perfect pass by Dryden. Ball again to ball on the left side and hammered down the line. Loy setting his son Dyer. And I said at one point yesterday, if Loy could describe his own scouting report in 2 bullet points, it would be repeat setting and setting against the flow. And that time a repeat there to his son. Another lefty on the left side. That time Lewis in rotation 1 off the block of Dyer Ball and out of bounds. Sam Haggard out of Arizona State, number 5 in purple. Float serves down the line towards Gebert. Gebert will get this ball and beats the block. Oh, excuse me. He's rejected by Olsen and Lewis. Trying to go into the cross court, and that's Connor Doherty actually sealing the seam, registering the block for Phoenix. Gebert again and another repeat set. This time squeezed through the block by Gebert and down on the Phoenix side. Owens with the float serve, who had a lot of offensive action early. What a set by Zanzuki to Doherty, and tips it off the block and out of play. Zanzuki taking some notes from Loy Ball's own offensive philosophy, being able to set the middle from anywhere on the floor. Gislin on the pipe again, rattles through the block and down. That's twice already that we've seen Ball go to that pipe. His longtime friend and IPFW teammate Chris Gislin. Played some opposite in college, played setter quite a bit in college, playing outside hitter here. A lot of these Team Pineapple parts are interchangeable. That serve missed that time by Dyer Ball, a little bit out of bounds. I will see Lewis again, see if he sticks with the jump serve. No, he won't. Thrown to the floor by Loy Ball on 2. Beautiful pass by Gebert, and that is not the last time we're going to see that. Ball at 6'8", one of the tallest setters to ever play the game at as high of a level as he has. Of course, winning a gold medal in 2008. His team here tied up at 12. Passed well off the net by Kawayakamoa. He'll get this ball against 3 blockers. Rolled over the top. Pretty good touch from Gislin. Dryden there on the cover. Bick again, this time to Gebert. And he's rejected. Kawayakamoa and Olsen not fooled. The Phoenix Ascension losing in the semifinals to the Chicago Icemen 3-0. Were beaten by the Bick of Chicago several times, and it looks like they've made that adjustment on the block against Team Pineapple. Ball going to it several times early, and Phoenix not fooled after a couple times from Gislin. And that's an ace serve for Kawiakamoa off of Gislin's platform, barely out of bounds. Phoenix leads by 2, 14-12. Beautiful pass from Dryden. What a play by Lloyd Ball. Absolutely flinging that ball off the block and out of bounds. Brilliant veteran play by the big offensive setter. Walsh again, handled by Suarez. Really good pass by the Phoenix libero, but Olsen over the top out of the middle, and no touch detected on its way out of bounds. Walsh, 6'11", the tallest player on any VLA roster. This is that jump serve just short. Phoenix retakes the lead by 1. Service substitution coming in here. The number 13 in purple, Brad Friesen, the backup libero, replacing Mark Olsen. A lot of real estate being taken up only by Sean Dryden in the serve-receiving pattern for Team Pineapple. Nice one-handed stab by Kawiakamoa against the middle attack. Gebert keeps this ball in play and a free ball coming. That set over almost scores from Owens. And then Haggard into the block of ball and out of play. Ascension take a pretty nice rally. Inspired defense on the Indiana side, near side of your screen, by the 2 youngest players in the Indiana roster. Rotation 6 receive. Gislin and Owens in the front row along with Ball. It'll be Gislin high over the hands and a brilliant high swing by number 10 in black. Gislin pretty efficient so far, 5 for 6 by my count with five kills and 6 swings. Ball serving back again in rotation 1, working on the seam. Pretty good move from Suarez, and the tip attempt by Zanzuki just out of bounds. Zanzuki, the front row setter here in rotation 6, and now we're tied up at 16. Perfect pass again, and this time thrown to the floor by Zanzuki. A repeat set in a sense, calling his own number twice in a row. Zanzuki with a perfect pass from Dryden. Owens again, dug by Suarez out of the middle. Can Haggard save this? He can, but just outside the antenna as it travels back over. Another kill out of the middle for Team Pineapple. Ball doing a great job establishing that part of the offense early. A classic part of the setter blueprint for running an offense. Gislin here to break the tie. Just out of bounds on the jump spinner. Bad service there that time by Haggard, missing short of the conservative floater. And Ascension's serving was a storyline against Chicago in the semifinals. They missed way too many float serves early. And then after that, even though they weren't giving as many points away for free, they were unable to put on any pressure. That time Owens with a middle dig down the line. Beautiful hand set from Gislin. And a high swing is dug by Suarez in the deep cross court. That covered by Ascension. What a set from Kawiakamoa. With Gebert with the block. Now Joe K against 2 big blockers. Nice touch by Walsh. Big rally here. Gebert again down the line. What a blast by number 22 in black, and a beautiful rally won by Team Pineapple. The young, springy, explosive Evan Gebert. Give credit to Kevin Owens with some defense there. 1918 Indiana. Kawiakamoa again, rolls over the top. Beautiful off-speed choice. Saw a lot of that in the semifinals. Kawiakamoa, of course, the former setter. Set at BYU, set in A1 Italy for a few different teams. comes back to the U.S., moves to Arizona, and decides, you know what, going to play some outside hitter now, and boy, is he good at it. Another bad service error, this time by Doherty, a float serve missed short. Against a team like Team Pineapple with such level-headed late set maturity, even with a little bit of youth on the floor, you cannot give them any points for free. Just out of bounds on the serve by Ball. Good look down the line, but barely ran out of real estate. And now Lewis with a 2-point advantage. Walsh through the block and down. No, that ball's picked up by Haggard. Beautiful block touch by Gebert. Ball to Ball over the top of the block, dug by Haggard again. This time the joust won by Zanzuki. That joust won by Loy Ball. And again, Walsh, this time on the overpass, puts it away. What a sequence of points, of plays at the net there in that rally. Won by Team Pineapple, and they trail only by 1. Gebert flying in here with the jump serve. Good pass from Haggard. A little bit too tight, maybe. Picked up by Suarez after the joust. Kawiakamoa high into the hands of Walsh and out of play. Nice competitive set number 1 here. In the match for the bronze medal, Phoenix leads 22-20. Just out of bounds on the jump serve by Joe Kay. And now Walsh, who can really do some damage serving the ball. Serving against rotation 5 here for Ascension. Conservative serve by Walsh. Perfect pass from Suarez. Olsen into the tape and down on the Team Pineapple side, cross body. Ascension with no issues siding out in the last 10 points or so. Kawiakamoa so far leading the way for the Phoenix offense. 4 kills on 6 attempts, no errors. Olsen with the hybrid serve coming here. Misses it short, trying to pull it across. And the Ascension's poor serving, at least late in the set, giving Team Pineapple some life here. A little bit of confusion on what rotation Team Pineapple is in. I believe it should be rotation 1. I think Walsh served last. Score should be correct at 22 serving 23. Both teams just checking to make sure everyone's on the same page with that. .22 serving 23, Loy Ball against rotation 6 for Phoenix. Perfect pass from Suarez again. Haggard through a seam in the block and down. Actually, we decided the score before was incorrect. It was Team Pineapple with a 1-point advantage. Phoenix down by 1. Just a confusion on who is the home team on the scoreboard here in the house. The score not correct at 23-23. Owens out of the middle again, hammered to the floor in the 31. That's going to bring up set point here for Team Pineapple. Gislin serving for the set, 24-23 Team Pineapple. Perfect pass by Suarez again. Doherty out of the middle, dug by Gislin. Gebert with almost no transition, going to roll this over the block. Lewis into the block of ball and out of bounds. And a set point fought off by the Ascension. We're tied up at 24. And our team must win by 2 in order to take the set. Gebert, really good high swing down the line off the hands of Lewis and down. Beautiful delivery again from Ball, of course. And now Owen serving for the set for Team Pineapple, 25-24. Kawiakamoa deep cross court and perfectly executed again. Rolled over the top of the block into the very last tile in the deep cross court corner. Incredibly high level pin hitter swing from a guy who just picked up the position a few years ago. Doherty with the float serve. Gebert again on the left side, rolled into the block and covered. Dyer on the right down the line, and overcut cross body, misses the sideline. Good look down the line, just barely missed, and now the Ascension with a set point, 26-25. But first, a timeout from Team Pineapple before the set point serve. Good competitive end here to set number 1. We'll be right back in a few seconds. Kawiakamoa. Sorry, that's Doherty serving for the set for Phoenix with the float serve working on Gislin. Ace serve in 27-25. The set 1 scores. The Phoenix Ascension steal 1 with a set point ace by middle blocker Connor Doherty. Fun set of volleyball to watch, and we'll be right back in a few minutes with more action from the bronze medal match. Stay tuned for set number 2. Set number 2 coming your way live from the VLA Kickoff Classic Bronze Medal match. This is Rob St. Clair. Thanks again for joining us. Ascension taking the first narrowly, 27-25. Pineapple starts it off with a tip out of the back row by Gebert. Another free ball here for Indiana. Ball thrown into the block, and he ends up being stuffed. Double contact called. And a really nice play by Sam Haggard, getting his hands up in front of the setter dump of Volleyball. Zanzuki again. The Phoenix captain. Perfect pass from Dryden. Nobody up on the back row by Direball and just missed into the net. Missed opportunity there for Team Pineapple. Beautiful set from Loy. Gislin and Owens, the front row hitters here for Team Pineapple, with Gebert and the younger Ball in the back row. Repeat set, of course, and that time Dyer over the tape, kept alive but overpassed and terminated by Owens. Several times already in this match that we've seen Loy Ball repeat set to a hitter who just made an error, and the Phoenix block has not been ready for it. That is a thing on the scouting report that they should know. Ace serve, Loy Ball. Well watched by his son off the platform of Kawiakamoa as that ball went out of bounds on the Indiana side. We're tied up at 2. Pulled across, Zanzuki has to pass that ball. Going to be set to Lewis, the lefty on the left side, rolled over the top of the block and dug by Gebert. Gislin in transition, rolled over the top, kept alive somehow, poked over by Suarez. Gebert out of the back row, crushed on the Bic. Boy, what a beautiful piece of offense that was. All set up by the service pressure of Loy Ball, pulling that one already all the way across the court and making the setter Zanzuki pass the ball. Impressive scramble by Phoenix to even send that ball back over, but Pineapple was ahead that entire point. Ooh, Ball tries to pull it down the line that time, misses just short into the tape. Out of bounds on the serve of Haggard. That's not a good float service error. And the Ascension have been plagued by those throughout the weekend. Serving is such an interesting thing at the high-level men's game because everybody knows how good the offenses are. If the offenses are in system all the time, meaning they've passed the ball perfectly, they're so difficult to stop because that's going to be 4 contacts by Phoenix. So you have to serve tough. You have to serve tough to take teams away and out and uncomfortable in their offense. But with serving tough comes the potential for missing serves. So the balance between that, such a big thing for all the teams here this weekend. And speaking of tough serving, that's an ace serve by Gislin off the platform of Haggard. Gislin with another rocket of a jump serve. What a set by Suarez into the block and covered. No, that missed by Brian Lewis low into the tape. The call is 4 contacts there that time. Off an incredible set but from libero CJ Suarez. Lewis unable to take advantage. Team Pineapple leads 7-3. Nice bounce back performance by them after narrowly dropping set 1. Gislin again, heating up from the service line. Beautiful pass from Suarez. Kawiakamoa high off the hands, and Gislin barely can't touch it, running it down. May have been deflected by Dryden on its way to Gislin. Now Doherty, who had the ace to win set 1, working with the float serve down the line. Beautiful set against the flow from Ball to Ball, and he's rejected by Olsen. Nice move by number 14 in purple, waiting, reading. making the move to his left, closing the seam and penetrating over the net. Nice fundamental middle blocking work. Back to Gislin, tipped over the top and dug by Doherty. Kawiakamoa, high off the hands, dug easily by Gislin. Basically a free ball here. Owens! Crushed cross court on the back one, but dug by Zanzuki. And a bad hitting error that time by Lewis, missing the roll shot out of bounds. Owens with the float serve. Walsh into the front row for Team Pineapple. Barely clips the tape. Handled easily by Kawiakamoa. Olsen on the 31. Stabbed at by ball and kept alive. Jeebert can have a swing at this, and it rattles through the block and scores. What a defensive play by the Ball family affair. Stabbed at by Loy and set all the way across the court by Chris Gislin. Olsen again on the 31. This time sneaks it through the block somehow, and it falls on the Team Pineapple side. Lewis at 6, serving 9, choosing not to go for the jump spinner like we saw at the beginning of the match. Pass right on the net. Walsh wrist away, misses the court, and no touch on its way out of bounds. Good block that time by both Zanzuki and Olsen all over that middle attack, forcing the hitting error. Another perfect pass. Walsh again, that time through the block and dug by Haggard. Lewis out of the back row, crushed cross court on the D-ball. Excellent block touch again by Mark Olsen. Making some great reads right now in the blocking area of the game, and the Ascension trail now only by 1, 8 serving 9. Another perfect pass, this time by Gislin. Ball refuses to stop setting Walsh, but he's dug again off the block touch. Free ball again. Walsh again. Missed over the top of the block and no touch. Olsen definitely getting the better of that battle right now between the two middle blockers, and we're tied up at 9. Jeebert over the top of the block, and it was touched by the block of the Phoenix Ascension. Nice high contact by number 22 in black. And his team retakes the lead 10-9. Dyer to serve with the lefty. Just wide, well watched by Suarez. And a substitution going to come in here. Number 18 in black, Gary House, replaces Dyer Ball. House can play both middle and opposite. Saw a lot of action in both positions throughout the weekend. Ice cold off the bench. We'll see how long it takes for him to get involved in the offense. Jeebert high into the hands. Nice block touch from Olsen again. Beautiful dig by Lewis, but right on the net and tapped to the floor by Walsh. Perfect pass from Suarez. Kawiakamoa tip with the left hand out of the back row. Ball, Gislin, high off the hands, and he scores. Just a little bit too much traffic there on the Ascension side for Kawiakamoa. Somebody getting in the way of his runway. Didn't get a full swing at that. And it turned into a transition kill for Team Pineapple. They lead by 2, 12-10. Service error that time, out of bounds by Gebert. Haven't seen the Bick in a while from Team Pineapple, which has been really effective so far in this match, even though a few times the Ascension have been ready for it. Mark Olson here with the hybrid. Sprayed out of bounds again, and the serving errors continuing to plague the team from Phoenix. Walsh working on Haggard. Well off the net, going to be set here by Suarez. Beautifully to Lewis. Over the top of the block. What a swing by number 3 in purple. And an outstanding set again from number 6 in black on the near side, CJ Suarez, the Phoenix libero. A new addition to the team this year out of Cal State Northridge. Been really impressed with him all weekend long. Pretty good pass from Dryden. Gislin high into the block of Lewis. Really nice touch. Beautiful touch from Suarez again. And into the middle. Doherty with the kill on the 31. Outstanding block touch by Lewis. And from where I'm looking at, I'm sitting just under the camera that you guys are seeing here. I'm seeing both teams leaving a lot of line for all the pin hitters. And the outsides, Gebert and Gislin, both for Team Pineapple, choosing to hit the high seam high off the block instead of pulling it down the line. That is available for them if they see it. House out of the back row, crushed down the line. Beautiful set from Ball. Ball, a front row player that time, a threat to dump the ball. And taking a blocker with him, leaving Gary House a wide open net to swing at. Ball off the tape, handled by Kawiakamoa. Lewis on the left side, nice high touch by Gary House. What a play by Gebert. But hit out of bounds, cross court by House. That is an incredible defensive run by Evan Gebert. But to no avail. (14-14). Another tight battle here in set number 2. Float serve by Haggard. Handle. Oh, the bump 31, and it's blocked but covered. I can't believe Lewis is even ready for that. House cross court puts it away, and a big restorative swing for number 18 in black, trying to add some stability to the opposite spot for Team Pineapple right now. I can't believe that bump 1 almost worked, and I can't believe even more that the Ascension block was kind of ready for it. 15-14 Pineapple. Kawiakamoa down the line, a diving play made by Ball, but Gislin can't quite get there for the second touch. That is an example of a pin hitter. Kawiakamoa that time seeing that the block's way inside the line, inside the antenna, and didn't have to hit it hard down the line in order to score there. Perfect pass. House over the top of the block with a little off speed right on the back line. (16-15). Can Team Pineapple do what they've been doing for so many years and separate with a couple block touches, a couple transition digs into swings? A substitution in here, number 7, Connor Orion. Middle blocker out of Milwaukee, replaces Matt Walsh. Young, quick, and athletic is Orion. And he's got a tall task ahead of him in dealing with Mark Olson here for Phoenix. Right on cue, Olson with the crossbody swing, but that ball not set high enough and hit out of bounds. And a big insurance point on serve for Pineapple, 17-15 the lead. Owens again working on Haggard, clips the tape. Repeat set, and through the wickets of Orion, Olson registers the kill. Lewis with the float serve. Working on G-Bird and thrown to the floor on the overpass by Joe K. We're tied up at 17 all of a sudden. G-Bird straight down the line, but it clipped the antenna on its way down. Such a narrow margin between a highlight reel play and what ends up being a hitting error, and Ascension take the lead. But a good sign that G-Bird's seeing that the block is giving him all that space down the line. Tough pass from Gislin, and it falls. And a 4-point run here by the Phoenix Ascension is going to trigger a Team Pineapple timeout. These two teams played in pool play the first match of the weekend on Monday. And with the Ascension winning 3-0, including comebacks from down 21-18 on 2 separate occasions. Down 21-18 in set 1 against Team Pineapple, Ascension went on a 7-1 run to win 25-22. Then again in set number 3, down 21-18, on a 7-0 run to win 25-21, which are comebacks of an insane magnitude. And here a little 4-0 sprint to trigger the Team Pineapple timeout and tip the momentum scales in their favor. Going up 2-0 would be a huge boost for the Phoenix Ascension. G-Bird high into the hands off the chest of Suarez. What a dig. Kawiakamoa chopped over the top and missed out of bounds, but what a ridiculous dig by CJ Suarez. Just hopping off the ground, sticking his chest out to that ball, popping it straight up in the air. That is unbelievable defensive work. But a rare hitting error for Kawiakamoa. Gives the serve back to Gary House, who keeps that one in, easily handled by Haggard. Whoa, what a highlight reel bomb from Mark Olson. We've seen that several times this weekend where he starts pretty much in the left front corner, runs along the net, jumps off 2 feet, and hammers it wrist away, but none as emphatic as that one. Whoa, what a bomb that was. 20-18 the score. Good serve by Kawiakamoa. Pass perfectly, though. And Orion with a blast of his own, wrist away. What a pass by Gislin. Serving 20, Evan G-Bird, the server. Gislin, Orion, and Ball, the front row blockers for Team Pineapple. Perfect pass from Suarez again. Haggard straight down the line and right on the sideline. What a rip by number 5 in purple. The Ascension offense really clicking right now. Brad Friesen, the serving sub, in once again for Mark Olson to serve and play some defense. Gislin high off the hands. Pretty good touch by Zanzuki, but not quite good enough for Kawiakamoa to run it down. Pineapple stays within 1. 20 serving 21 now as the service sub's undone for Phoenix. Orion's first look at the service line, who has a good jump serve. Perfect pass from Kawiakamoa. And Doherty right on cue, cross body. Another nice, easy FBSO, first ball side out. Such a key statistical percentage for high-level teams to look at, evaluating how well their offense is operating. 22-20, a narrow advantage for Phoenix here. And Team Pineapple gets out of rotation 6 from the service error. Loy Ball, the one guy I would trust the most of the service line right now, needing a point on serve. What a set by Zanzuki! And over the net going to be the call. Looks like Kevin Owens did make contact with that ball before it got to the plane of the net. That was an incredible play by Vince Zanzuki, getting up and setting that ball with one hand. Could have easily been a Pineapple point. Haggard float serve working on Gebert. Gislin, sharp cross court against the one-on-one. And Team Pineapple not going away without a fight here, but they need a point on serve. Ascension's first ball side-up percentage been pretty much flawless here in the middle and late stages of set number 2. Perfect pass from Haggard. Lewis kind of stumbled on his way in there. Could this be the chance that Team Pineapple needs? House on the right side into the block is covered. Gebert on the left hits it out of bounds, cross court. And a big missed opportunity is going to bring up set point here. Connor Doherty serving is on the Team Pineapple side. Number 16 in black, J.J. Meyer, comes in to pass and play some defense for Kiss Gislin. Remember, Doherty had an ace to break the stalemate and extra points in set 1. Ace serve again, twice in a row. Connor Doherty has now won 2 sets on float service aces. And the Ascension with a 2-0 lead. In really impressive fashion. 25-22 the score in set number 2. And they are 1 set away from ending the weekend on a win and walking away with a bronze medal. Impressive volleyball being played here in the second to last match of the weekend, and we'll be right back with more after the break.
That was for you, Rob.
It was amazing, buddy. Huge thanks to Coley and Dan Pawlikowski in the chat providing some stats. Doing it live from their couch in Denmark. All the way across the world, still supporting the VLA. And Dan has a great point there. 4 blocks and 4 aces for Phoenix. No blocks and 2 aces for Pineapple. And that is definitely the difference. Ascension up 2-0, but only winning by a total of 5 points across the 2 sets. That is a good competitive match. And a little bit of a lineup change here for Team Pineapple. Number 14 in black Pasquale Fiducia, the heir apparent to the setter position of the future, replaces Loy Ball and has the keys to the offense here for Indiana going forward. Perfect pass from Haggard, and Doherty is roofed. Orion and Gislin all over that one. And a nice start for Indiana as Gislin, clearly the MVP for Team Pineapple so far offensively, remains in the match to provide a steady veteran offensive presence. Good pass from Kawiakamoa again. Suarez to Lewis out of the back row. And CJ Suarez could have his own highlight reel just from setting in this match alone. Zanzuki serving. Working on Dryden. Fiducia, what a push all the way to the outside. House over the top of the block. Great dig from Kawiakamoa. Another good set as Lewis taps it into the block and gets covered. Haggard on the left, down the line, dug by Fiducia, but right on top of the net, and Doherty puts it away off the block and out of bounds. Both these teams really giving the people some exciting volleyball here in the bronze medal match. Senzuki again, this time passed by Gislin. Middle to Orion, tapped over and dug by Kawiakamoa. One-handed set to Doherty, tapped into the block. Is that a double contact? No. What a set from Gislin. And a little bit of a miscommunication results in a free ball. Phoenix, where does Zanzuki go here? Kawiakamoa out of the pick. And crushed to the floor. Dryden can't quite handle it. Nice set choice by Zanzuki. I think the first in-system pick we've seen for the Ascension in this match, and I love that as an offensive option. Three serving one. Another misconnection on the setter hitter. Orion wasn't sure if that ball was his or House's. And House unable to tip that ball over the net. You can hear Loy Ball encouraging from the sidelines. Nice pass, nice pass. It's all about serve reception for these guys. You know the offense is going to be there eventually. Nice push by Fiducia again. House high into the hands. Deflects long off the touch for a kill for number 18 in black. And Pasquale clearly taking some notes from his mentor, Loy Ball. Setting against the flow there, pushing that one all the way across to the left pin. Shank pass from Suarez, run down. Kawiakamoa through the block on the pipe, run down by Fiducia. Gislin will have an out-of-system swing, and he misses it into the net short. Perfect pass by Dryden. Bick again to Gislin, this time over the tape and down for an important Team Pineapple kill. Pineapple trails 3-5. Gislin kept kicking himself for clipping the tape on that swing, but a kill nonetheless. Orion with the jump serve here. Handled easily by Kawiakamoa. Doherty in the middle, through the arms of Owens and down. Connor Orion's had a really nice weekend. Serving the ball, playing some blocking defense. But the middle battle so far being won on the Phoenix side. Doherty and Olsen having really nice matches, including, of course, the two key aces, for Doherty, who goes back to serve now. House on the right side, hammered down the line. That is some nice-looking offense. Beautiful delivery from Fiducia. House contacting that ball really high. Suarez handles that ball. May have been going out of bounds. Olsen again! Crushed on the 31 across his body through a small seam. Olsen and Doherty, the two middles, continuing to play exceptional volleyball for Phoenix, and Zanzuki doing a great job feeding him the ball. Also a function of the Ascension's ability to pass and stay in system. Perfect pass from Gebert. Crushed down the line off the block, touches Zanzuki, and a beautiful set again by Fiducia, creating a lot of space with speed and misdirection. Gebert looking to get going here from the service line. And he can't. Misses that one short. 3-point lead here for Phoenix, 8-5, already up 2-0. Good move, passing move by Gebert into the seam. Gislin on the left side, sharp cross court. What a dig by Suarez. But right on the net and tapped to the floor by Owens. Owens with the jump float. Looking to get Phoenix out of system. This will be Haggard on the left. Tries to cut it 4-4, shrub cross court, and misses into the net. And just a little bit of an imperfect pass there from Phoenix, enough to create the service error. So nice work from Owens on the floater. Haggard tipped over the top, and the diving Gary House not quite quick enough to make that play. Nice off-speed offense from number 5 in purple. Orion on the 31, tapped over the block of Zanzuki and down. And Pineapple, when they're able to pass the ball as well as they have lately, they have no problems terminating offensively. But the service pressure hasn't quite been there. We talked about in the break that the aces and the blocking stat, both led by Phoenix, have been the difference in this match so far. Fiducia with the float serve, a setter out of McKendry. Perfect pass. Haggard one-on-one down the line, dug by Fiducia. Gebert out of the back row, into the block and cover. Nice high reset swing. Fiducia to House on the right, down the line, dug by Suarez. Zanzuki can run this down. Cross court by Lewis and to the floor. What a point by both teams. Some high, hard swings and some even better defensive plays. And Phoenix walks away with the point on the kill by the lefty Lewis. Beautiful set by Fiducia. Another crush down the line. Dug by Zanzuki, but out of play. Another kill for Gary House, who's done some really nice things since coming into the opposite slot in set number 2. Can Gislin be the one to dial up the service pressure? Already has an ace in this match. Good pass from Haggard. That's set pretty low, tapped over by Doherty. Big chance here in transition. Dryden sets House, high into the hands. And this is going to have to be a free ball from Doherty, tapped over and dug by Dryden. Gislin out of the pipe, wrist away, and he puts it down. And there's the point on serve that Team Pineapple's been looking for. We're tied up at 10. Another good serve, but another perfect pass from Kawiakamoa. Haggard into the block of Gebert is covered. Lewis on the left again, down the line off the tape, picked up by Fiducia. Gislin again, pulled across his body, and another dig by Zanzuki. Good high swing to reset the play. Doherty out of the middle. What a smart play by Sam Haggard. Not much transition, but taps it high into the block intentionally to get it covered back on his side in such a way that they can even transition and run the middle attack. That is really impressive. High-level offense from Phoenix. They retake the lead 11-10. Orion into the block, dug by Lewis. Phoenix again here in transition. Lewis on the right side, down the line, off a Dryden, not a play. And just like the story when the Ascension lost to the Icemen in the semifinals, Chicago was getting all the block touches, transition, digs, into kills. That is what the Ascension are doing here against Team Pineapple. I am so impressed with the quality of touches and the bettering of the ball. High-level volleyball stuff on the Phoenix side right now. Able to break the Team Pineapple first ball side out. House over the top of the block, down the line, off the touch of the block of Kawiakamoa. Another kill for the Team Pineapple opposite. Orion back to serve. Working wrist away down the line, right on the net. And a net violation committed by Owens. Another exceptional play from Vince Zanzuki. Getting up there and fishing that ball with one hand off the plane of the net before it gets to the Team Pineapple side. Impressive stuff from the Phoenix captain, and Doherty, a dangerous server as we've seen, back to the line. Free ball sent over, but had to be dug by Zanzuki. What a set to Kawiakamoa, and he gets the touch off the high hands. Phoenix really playing well right now. Nice tempo from Fiducia to Gebert on the outside, and he rattles it through the hands and scores deep. I'll tell you what, I really like watching Pasquale Fiducia set the ball. With every touch he gains on Team Pineapple, it's more confidence, more connection. That setting position for them is in really good hands. Nice serve by House down the line, but an even better pass from Kawiakamoa. Lewis with a horrible missed contact and an unfortunate error out of bounds. Off a pretty good set, generating a one-on-one. We've certainly all been there with a little bit of a spash that time. House again, starting to heat up from the service line. Platform set from Zanzuki, way inside to Lewis. But a beautiful swing right on the end line. Great job by Brian Lewis getting his feet inside of that ball. Ascension fights off the serve and retakes a 2-point advantage, 15-13. House into the block of Kawiakamoa and out of play. And Gary House having probably his best match of the weekend, at least at the opposite spot. Gaining a lot of confidence, hitting high and hard. And a middle blocker substitution here. Matt Walsh replacing fellow Ball State alum Kevin Owens. Timeout's going to be taken here, I guess, by the Phoenix Ascension. Not totally sure why. But we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, Pineapple serves down by 1 and down 2-0 here in set number 3. Jeebert out of the timeout with a 1-point deficit. Kawiakamoa rolled over the top, dug by Jeebert. Huge opportunity in transition here. House on the right side. Dug by Lewis. Barely dodges the ceiling, so still alive. Lewis out of the back row, rolled and dug by Dryden. Fiducia thrown to the floor on 2, and we're tied. Great play by number 14 in black. Finally, Team Pineapple able to break the first ball side out of the Phoenix Ascension. We're tied at 15. Rotation 4 receive on the far side for Arizona. Pass tight on the net again. Zanzuki this time in the front row has a lot more options. A back 31, but rejected by Walsh. And Walsh, after being inserted here into the match in set 3, looking to make up some ground in the one-on-one middle blocker battle, which has been won for most of the match by Olsen. Jeebert again. Senzuki again, and Olsen this time pulls it cross-body off the tape and down. Got the floor cleaned up on the Team Pineapple side, and now we're ready to serve with Kawiakamoa tied at 16. Well watched by Gislin as it heads out of bounds. What a set from Zanzuki to Olsen, getting down low, flicking that ball up with his wrists, and Olsen terminates it wrist away. Really impressed with the connection between Zanzuki and both of his middles throughout the weekend as he's been the setter. Friesen the service sub once again with the float serve. Gislin on the left, hammered down the line. Beats the block one-on-one. Another nice delivery from Fiducia. Team Pineapple leads by 1. 18-17 Fiducia. Float serving down the line. Perfect pass from Haggard. Kawiakamoa again out of the pipe. Nice block touch from House. Team Pineapple in transition. Pipe to Jeebert. Hammered cross body. Outstanding turn by number 22 in black, and pipe returned with pipe. On the Team Pineapple side, they lead by 2. A nice little push here in mid stages of set number 3. Beautiful set from Suarez to Haggard, but thrown into the block and stuffed by House. And now Team Pineapple leading by 3 after struggling to break through most of the match. Now able to run some points on serve, finding a couple block points and transition attacking opportunities. What a set by Zanzuki again, right on the tape, swatted down by House. Joust 1. And a back row attack is called. Oh, smart play. Yeah, that's exactly the right call. CJ Suarez, the libero, took that ball with his hands, and then Zanzuki tried to attack it on 2. And since Suarez, the libero, had his feet in front of the 3-meter line when he did that, and the ball was immediately attacked, that's a back row attack violation. Nice call by our up official, John Rodewald. Pineapple now leads by 4, and an Ascension timeout coming here. Fiducia out of the timeout. Team Pineapple now with their largest lead of the set by far at 4 points. Haggard straight down the line, and a beautiful job by Zanzuki creating separation with the offense, sending Connor Doherty behind the setter, making the block lean to their left and then dishing it out quick to the right. Yes, Coley, you're absolutely right. There is a Jeff Petax sighting in the house as well as Will Robbins, both chilling on the bench for Team Pineapple right now. One-handed set by Fiducia to Orion, and he puts it away. Gislin working on Haggard. Zanzuki will have to run this down. High, set right on the net. Lewis, did he get the touch over the block? No, he did not. Oh, yes, he did. A touch is called. I think admitted to by Orion. Heck of a bump set there from Zanzuki. 19-22 the score. Ooh, another misconnection on the middle attack. Free ball here for Phoenix. But a bad overpass mistake on the free ball and thrown to the floor by Gebert. Orion with the jump serve. Wrist away on Kawiakamoa again. Lewis straight down the line and just out of bounds. I'm not sure about that. That looked like it might have caught some of the line, but no. And Team Pineapple going to have 5 set points here, 24-19. A lead that they absolutely must close out. One side out achieved and set point saved by Ascension on the service error. And look who it is, the service line, the man with aces to end each of the previous 2 sets, Connor Doherty. Perfect pass from Gislin. House is rejected by Kawiakamoa. And another set point saved, 21-24 now. Good pass that time, but a better blocking move by number 8 in purple. Gislin barely able to get underneath that ball. What a set from Dryden. Sharp cross court dug by Kawiakamoa. Another chance here for Pineapple to win the set. Gebert again over the top, dug by Doherty. Kawiakamoa high off the hands. Gislin keeps it alive. Gislin for the set out of the pipe. And he scores off the arm of Vince Zanzuki. Pineapple didn't make it look all that easy there at the end, but they do close out the set, 25-21. They are on the board here in the bronze medal match. And at least one more set of volleyball coming your way. Set number 4 coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Set number 4 of the VLA Kickoff Classic bronze medal match coming your way. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks again for joining us live on the VLA YouTube channel. Pineapple now on the board, but trailing 1-2. Phoenix starting off here, serving on the near side of your screen. Zenzuki down the line, handled by Gislin. Fiducci got a Gebert again. He beats the block on the Bic, rattles it through and down. I really like how prominent that quick pipe attack the Bic is as part of the Team Pineapple in-system offense. Tough pass from Haggard, kept alive by Doherty. Lewis will take an out-of-system swing, and he gets a really lucky break off the tape. And the Ascension are on the board here in the set as Lewis scores cross-court, out of the reach of a diving Dryden. A lot of cleaning up of the floor that's got to be done. Hot day, about 90 degrees here in Northeast Indiana. And then players in the gym feeling the effects. Haggard now ready to serve. Orion over the top of the block, dug by Suarez. Odd little reverse send over by Doherty. House through the block and cross court. Off of Suarez and out of play. Gary House having a pretty nice match here since coming in set 2 at the opposite. Gislin, good serve working on Kawayakamoa. Well off the net, Lewis against 2 blockers. Misses it short into the net, cross court. Maybe needed that ball a little bit further towards the pin. A nice service pressure applied by number 10 in black, Chris Gislin. That serve clips the tape, and overpass by Doherty. Free ball here for Team Pineapple. House on the right side, high swing over the top. Great touch by Kawayakamoa, who slips in transition, but almost gets the kill anyway. Free ball here for Phoenix. Doherty hammered wrist away. What a play by Joe Kawayakamoa. Slipped to the floor in transition, got up so quickly, accelerated to the ball, and still almost killed it cross court. I can't believe he was able to recover that fast. Serving from Doherty continuing to be really effective here. Easy dig from Haggard. Transition opportunity. Kawayakamoa over the top. Dug by a diving Gebert. What a play by Fiducci to keep it alive. Gislin sends it over. Olsen on the run across approach. Good touch by Orion. House on the right side over the top. Dug by Zenzuki. Lewis is roofed and covered somehow, but can't be sent over by Lewis. What a play by both teams and one by Team Pineapple. What an incredible rally full of flying defensive digs and good high swings. Give the block to Connor Orion. And a mistake by Lewis, unable to send it over. Pineapple leads 4-2 after the marathon point. Stab of a pass by Kawayakamoa, a really good one. High into the hands of Walsh and out of play. Nice whippy arm by number 8 in purple. See who Lewis goes after with the float serve here. Walsh, House, and Gebert, the front row hitters for Indiana. Perfect pass. Walsh in the middle. Nice touch by Olsen. Suarez runs it down. Lewis out of the back row against 3 blockers over the top and no touch on its way out of bounds. I like Brian Lewis's willingness to swing at those balls from 15 off the net, however. House, the Pineapple opposite, serving up by 2. Suarez fights off the pass. It's going to be Lewis again. Tipped out of the back row, picked up by House. Right on the net by Fiducia. Walsh wrist away. What a dig from Suarez. Kawiakamoa rolled over the top and dug by House. Right on the net. Fiducia. Gislin, excuse me. And a center line violation going to be called here as Gislin, coming out of the pipe, ran underneath the net on his follow-through. Nice defense by the Phoenix Ascension, staying alive in that point. Tip to the floor. Not to the floor. What a pancake by Lewis. Gebert on the left over the top of the block. Was it touched? No, it was not. What an offensive play by Brian Lewis, the opposite. That pancake keeping the play alive. And Phoenix walks away with the point, now tied at 5. Phoenix, although not playing in the championship match like they would have wanted, I think are accomplishing their goal of playing their best volleyball in the last match of the weekend. These guys are playing really good team ball right now. Right on the net. Was that touched by the block? No, it was not. 4 contacts the call, as Walsh can't quite hit it over the net as low as the set was. And the margin of error passing so slim, that ball just barely too tight. (6-5) Phoenix grabs their first lead of the set. Kawiakamoa again serves the seam. House a little out of sorts out of the back row, dug by Kawiakamoa. Tipped over the top by Olsen, picked up by Gebert. Fiducia with a swing on 2, but dug pretty easily. Haggard down the line, and a kill plus a net violation. Phoenix continues to work on this rotation. Kawiakamoa may have slipped in middle back while making that dig. Another middle substitution. Kevin Owens re-enters in the match for Matt Walsh. Gebert on the left side against 2 big blockers, dug over the top by Kawiakamoa. Pipe has to be sent over as a free ball and sent just out of bounds. Fortunately for Team Pineapples, now they're back within 1. Gebert against Ascension's rotation 5. Clips the tape, handled by Olsen. Olsen on the give and go, right through a seam in the block and down. And an excellent match continuing to be put up by number 14 in purple, Mark Olsen. Great serve, free ball here for Phoenix, but overpassed. However, Owens on the overpass swing is stuffed by Doherty. And now 9 serving 6, Olsen out of Utah Valley University. Continues to serve. And he gets that hybrid going. He can be pretty vicious, but he is error prone. Dan Pelikowski in the chat. Him and his wife Coley giving us a lot of stats. And I agree, Dan, that Joe and CJ for Ascension are everywhere digging the ball. Ace serve right down the line. What a rip from Olsen. Absolutely untouchable serve there. I've been really impressed by Phoenix's defense the entire weekend long. CJ Suarez flying all over the floor. And even more so, Joe Kawiakamoa in middle back has been touching everything. Zanzuki too, as well as Lewis, even the middles. A lot of digs being put up on the stat sheet. That hybrid out of bounds, but the damage was done by Olsen for sure. Owens, the middle, freshly back into the lineup. Float serves. Pass well to the left by Kawiakamoa. Haggard against two blockers. Dug by Owens, but right on the net. What a set from Fiducia! And hammered cross court by Gislin. What a delivery from number 14 in black. Pineapple clawing back here, down by 2. Owens again. Tough serve. That's going to be an ace. Beautiful floater by Owens, forcing Doherty, the middle blocker, to handle it. Pineapple back within 1. Another good float serve, but dumped to the floor on 2 by Vince Zanzuki, plus a net violation. Nice physical play by number 10 in purple. Fiducia to Gislin again, rattles it through the block, cross court and down. Lewis acknowledging immediately that he overran that ball a little bit, not pressing back into the angle to close the seam. Fiducia working on Haggard. This pushed all the way across by Kawiakamoa. And Lewis is roofed by Orion. House there as well, and we're tied up at 11. Nice short serve by Fiducia. A little bit of a short set to Doherty. Transition opportunity here. Look at Gislin move all the way back to the outside. Haggard runs this one down. Lewis is going to send over a free ball. Where does Fiducia go here? House on the backside. Over the top of the block and scores. Pineapple in on an absolute roll his last couple points. The float serves of Owens and Fiducia getting the job done. Fiducia again. Pineapple now leads by 1. Remember, they trail 1 set to 2. Trying to force a game 5 here for the Bronze. Haggard on the right through the block, dug by Gebert. Oh, but a setting error by Fiducia. Goes out of bounds in the second contact. And Phoenix out of the tough rotation. Overpass. Play's still on here, and House slaps it to the floor. Ascension going to argue a call here about a back row attack, but the call is that that Fiducia, the back row setter, was below the level of the tape. Both teams got to play to the whistle, though. Pineapple walk away with a 1-point lead. Before the next serve, Phoenix going to call a timeout. A little bit rattled by that play and also the Team Pineapple pushback here. Trying to restore some confidence. They're going to talk it over really quick. We'll be right back after the break. Gislin serving out of the timeout for Team Pineapple. And an effective timeout forces the service error. The Ascension bench giving their coach Kyle Moon credit for the coach's point on the timeout. 13 apiece. Doherty, the dangerous float server. Good pass by Dryden. House into the angle. What a dig by Zanzuki. Good high swing by Kawiakamoa. That could be a double contact on a slippery ball. But no whistle blown, and again, Phoenix lets the ball fall on a call that the officials allowed to play on. Team Pineapple now 2-0 in such points. And a missed opportunity there for Phoenix. Orion back to serve. Excellent play by Zanzuki, again getting up high and fishing that ball out of the plane. I think Vince has been perfect in those exact situations this entire match. Gebert crushed down the line. What a set by Fiducia. 1-on-1, number 22 in black detonates. Gebert, of course, the son of Lauren Gebert, who's coaching on the sidelines, has another year of collegiate eligibility that was granted to him because of the COVID-19 shortened season, and he's going to use it as a graduate student at McKendree. Nice move up into the MIVA Division I for Evan Gebert. That serve clips the tape, overpass, free ball opportunity here for Team Pineapple. Owens, cross body, missed it out of bounds, no touch. Now we're tied at 15. Kawiakamoa been good with the jump serve all through the match so far. Nice pass from Gislin. Gebert with a lot of blocking hands to swing at, and terminates again off the high fingertips. Gebert with the service error that time. Yet to really get going from the service line. We're tied up at 16 again. Brad Friesen going to come in to serve for Olsen and play some defense. (16-16). Is this going to end 3-1 for Phoenix, or are we going 5? What a set from Fiducia again, and so much line being left for the pins to swing at. We've seen Gebert and Gislin now twice in a row hit that ball to middle back from outside of the block. That is an adjustment that the Phoenix block absolutely has to make. Doherty crossbody dug by House, but that's going just out of bounds. Zanzuki looking to break the tie. Perfect pass by Gislin. Oh, and that slips right through his hands. Ball getting slippery here. Pasquale attempting to set Bick that time, but it slipped right through his fingers. And a ball handling error gives Ascension the lead. (18-17) Phoenix. That's a better set, but Gislin misses it short, trying to go sharp cross court. Now 19-17. Phoenix on a little run here. Pineapple needs to get out of this rotation. Orion and Gislin, the front row hitters. Good serve by Zanzuki again. Another perfect pass. House out of the back row. Off the high hands and scores. Fiducci with his team trailing by 1. This is a good scoring rotation for Team Pineapple. Haggard on the right, off the block of Gislin, not a play, and just what Phoenix needed to get out of rotation 1 right away. A place where they can tend to get stuck. 20-18. 5 perfect side outs, and Phoenix wins this match. Really good serve, handled pretty well by Gebert. House on the left, into the block is covered by Dryden. What a set by Gislin to House again. And the joust won by House. It falls on the Ascension side. And the former collegiate setter, Chris Gislin, flashing the paws, pushing that thing all the way across from about 40 feet. Gislin serving here, trying to bring the heavy hammer. His team needing a point on serve. Oh, tries to beat the line wrist away, but just misses it short. 21-19 for Connor Doherty. House again, cross court, and he misses it wide. He had line to swing at, but he was turning his shoulders from the very beginning of that swing. And a huge insurance point for the Phoenix Ascension, triggering a Team Pineapple timeout, a 3-point lead, 22-19. Phoenix looking for a 3-1 win in the bronze medal match. We'll be right back with more set 4. I want to take a minute here to thank our sponsors. Swish Live has provided our crystal clear, perfect live stream platform all weekend. Their software has been incredibly easy to use and has done a great job putting our product on the internet for you all. Mikasa, the official volleyball of the VLA. We're using the new V200W all weekend, the new international standard, and the guys absolutely love it. And of course, Smack Sportswear for outfitting all our players in the best looking volleyball uniforms I may have ever seen. Doherty out of the timeout, 3-point lead. Pass well left on the net by Dryden. Gebert's going to have to score here. Off the block of Olsen and covered. Another chance here. This time Gary House against 2 blockers. Nice high swing off the hands, but what a dig by Zanzuki. What a play by Olsen, keeping it alive. House again, dug by Haggard. It's going to have to be Kawiakamoa. And he scores. What an incredible play by the Phoenix Ascension. The diving Mark Olsen stabbing that ball up in the center line. And now 23-19 off the Kawiakamoa kill. A sensational defensive effort by Phoenix, fitting with their theme all weekend of digging just a ton of balls. After a crazy rally like that, got to make sure all the sweaty spots are cleaned up. 23-19 Phoenix really pulling away here. 2 straight points on serve. Pineapple with a mountain to climb. But there have been much crazier things done all weekend. Doherty again, this time down the line, working on Gislin. He's out of the play. This is going to be Gebert against 2 blockers, high up the hands of Lewis and Doug. Kawiakamoa, high hands, dug by Gislin. Gislin out of the pipe, off of Olsen's head, straight up. Good chance here for Phoenix in transition. Kawiakamoa off of Dryden into the back wall. And another point on the serve of Connor Doherty, and match point coming up, 24-19. Phoenix 1 point away from a bronze medal, but they're not going to get a chance yet as Team Pineapple going to use a timeout here. So impressed with Phoenix's push here in the late stages of set number 4. And they're 1 point away from being rewarded with a bronze medal. For the match, Connor Doherty, 24-19. Already with 2 aces to win sets, looking for a third. Gebert over the block, dug by Haggard. Kawiakamoa for the match. Through the block, dug by Fiducia. Gislin rolled over the top. Another good chance here for Phoenix. And it's Olsen who puts it away. And the Phoenix Ascension walk away from this weekend with a win in the bronze medal match, 3-1 over Team Pineapple. 27-25, 25-22, 21-25, 25-19 the final score, and an incredible effort here by both these teams, providing us with great volleyball all weekend. And congratulations to the Phoenix Ascension. Such a well-deserved third-place finish, playing by far their best volleyball of the weekend here at the end of day number 3. Going to get one of the Ascension guys over here to talk about the weekend really quick before we kill the stream. But now with only one thing left to do this weekend, and that is crown a champion. Coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern, just over an hour, we will have the title match between Chicago and New York. My pleasure to be joined once again on the microphone this weekend by Mr. Vince Zanzuki of the Phoenix Ascension. Dude, we've got a lot to talk about. A whole weekend of volleyball, and you yourself just played an incredible match. Now, I know you guys didn't finish in the match that you wanted to finish in, but I think you did accomplish your goal of playing your best volleyball at the end of the weekend. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we really came together there. Unfortunately, we have 3 injuries from the weekend, and so it's been kind of taxing on a lot of us. Joe Kawiakamoa had to play almost every single set the entire weekend because we just had no other options, and so he battled out there. Our middles just worked hard. I mean, can't say enough for my teammates out there basically making me look good as I just chucked the ball around.
Congratulations, and I thought you did an incredible job running the offense. Your middles won the middle battle in the match by far the entire match. You deserve a lot of credit for that, especially getting up on tight balls, winning just about every 50-50 at the net. That was really impressive, and towards the end of each of the sets that you guys won, the block touch to transition digs and kills, so impressive, and that's the way that a lot of teams have been doing their winning all weekend long. How did you guys figure out to scrap some points down the stretch?
Well, I think finally having the full 6 buy into the system, our defensive scheme, and it finally paid off. We had huge digs, especially at the end of that set, where, I mean, nothing was hitting the floor because we finally adjusted to what we were seeing on the other side of the net. Fortunately, they were out of system a little bit at the end there, but even when they were in system, we were able to get a lot of touches. I don't think too many balls bounced in the middle of the court from them. I think that most of them were off the block or something like that, which is exactly what you want because eventually those touches are going to go your way.
Exactly what you want as you set up your defense around your block, and a lot of the touches that you generated were turned into offense. And, yeah, I think you nailed it, and your team bought in to the defensive system. And a big reward, a bronze medal finish at an event like this is going to go a long way, especially the taste in your mouth of a win, as we're going to have to probably wait a while to the chance to play volleyball next. Give me your outlook on the weekend as a whole for your team.
As a whole, I would say that everyone. Thank you, man. I think that overall, I mean, we feel that we played well. But like I said, there's we had pretty much an up and down and up weekend with losing to Iceman twice in 3. And we wish we kind of put a better showing against them. But LVC, we played tough, and Pineapple, we got both of them from. But, I mean, every single match out here is just, whatever, you bring that match. There's no guaranteed victories out here, and all of us know that. So I'm proud of the guys, and I'm proud of the way that they've played. I'm proud of the way that every single team has played in this event.
And a good kind of segue to think from your perspective now as a board member of the VLA and a guy who focuses a lot on digital content, which we've talked about all weekend. We've accomplished some big goals of ours as a league with all the footage that we've put out there this weekend. There's already people in the chat here asking about highlight videos. We have gotten so much raw footage that we're going to be able to work with over the next several months. How about what we've been able to do this weekend as a league, putting a great product out there on the internet?
I think that we're going to have we're going to be able to put together some great footage of what American high-level volleyball has to offer. I mean, we got 4 of the best teams in the country here playing, and not to not misrepresent the entire country, because there's great teams out there everywhere. But the 4 of us are very consistent teams that always compete at high level, and I think that we'll get enough. We made enough cool plays out there to show the world what we got. So I'm excited to get that out there.
I couldn't agree more, Vince. Congratulations on your team's success, on your success all weekend creating all this content. You have a lot to be proud of, and we've got one more match of great volleyball to show the people. So we're excited about that. Thanks again for joining us all weekend, man.
Yep, thank you.
I love that. I was just about to try and make it. I agree. I was just about to try and make a really tough call between both Ascension middles, but I love the idea of having both of them be the MVP. Great choice by Captain Vince. And again, right about an hour from now, we'll have what all of you have been waiting to see, the gold medal match between the Chicago Icemen and New York's Team LVC. Cannot wait to bring you that one, so stay tuned. About an hour from now, we'll give you that. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you're following us at VLA Volleyball on Instagram. I'm Rob St. Clair. We will see you all in just about an hour.